Hello friends, welcome to Banker Zone. In this session, we will learn measures of central tendency. So, what do we mean by the central tendency, right? So, see, what is central tendency? It is basically a statistical tool which handle large quantity of data and reduces the data into the single value. So, what is central tendency? We are having large amount of data. We are converting that data, reducing that data into the single value, right? So, we are converting a large amount of data into the single value, right? That is nothing but the central tendency. So basically the tool which is used to convert large amount of data into the single value, it is called as the central tendency. It is the statistical tool. Now as per the Professor Bowley, he says that measure of central tendency, these are the averages. They are statistical constant which enable us to comprehend a single effort of significance of the whole. That means simply, as per the Professor Bowley again, so what are the measures of central tendency? So we are having averages are nothing but the measures of central tendency. Means to measure the central tendency, we can use the averages, right? And based on that, we can say that average will represent the whole data, right? So what are the main objective of the central tendency? Simply to condense data into the single value. We are having large amount of data. We convert that data into the single value. It is the first objective. And second, we can compare between the data because we are having single value. So we can compare two single value, right? So comparison is facilitated by using the central tendency. Now what are that central tendency measure? So mean, median and the mode, these are the measures of the central tendency, right? So basically mean, median and mode, these are nothing but the averages. These are the type of averages. So see in detail what is central tendency. So a measure of a central tendency is a single value that attempt to describe a set of data by identifying the central position within the data set. Means simply central tendency is a middle point of the distribution representing the entire population or the sample. So whatever you are having data, if their data is represented by the single value, right? So using the technique, we describe the full data into the single value, right? That is called as the central tendency. So what is central tendency? It is simply the midpoint of the data. What are the measures of the central tendency? So average is nothing but the measures of the central tendency. So what are the type of averages? We are having mean, median and the mode. These are the type of averages. So we can say that the mean, median and mode, these are the measures of a central tendency. It is again very, very important for exam point of view. What are the measures of the central tendency? Remember, mean, median and mode, these are nothing but the type of averages and these are the measures of central tendency. Now see, what do you mean by mean again? See, mean means simply it is like average, right? You are taking average, right? So mean is simply the sum of all value divided by the number of value. For example, what is your, for example, say, if you are having the value like 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, find the mean. Mean will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So it will be 9 plus 3, 12, 12 plus 3, 15. So 15 upon 5, because 5 is total number of values are 5. So divide by 5, so you will get 3. 3 will be the mean. So mean means simply finding the average. Very simple. Next is what? Median. Median is what? What is median? Median is simply the, see, literally meaning of median is what? Which divide the things into two parts. So always remember, median is nothing but simply it is middle value, right? So the middle value, when data is arranged in a particular order, say ascending or descending, you will get the middle value. For example, this is the data, right? So once you arrange the data into the, say, increasing order, right? If you arrange the data in increasing order, the middle value will be the median. For example, see, these are how many numbers? These are the 8 number. So leave the 4 at left side, leave the 4 at right side. The middle value is nothing but the median, right? So odd number of data points are there. That's why we can say 4 left side, 4 right side. The middle value will be median. If the data points are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 2, 5. 2, 4, these are the data points. Then first we need to arrange into ascending order, like 1, 2, 3, then 4, 4, 6 and 2 is 2 times, right? So this will be our first order. Then what will be the median? So middle value we have to identify. So leave that 3 from left side and 3 from the right side. So that 3 will be our median. Median means simply the middle value, right? Next is what? The mode. What is mode? Mode means simply the most frequent number. So the value that appear most frequently in the data set, it is mode. Mode means what? Which number basically repeated maximum time. That number is nothing but the mode. For example, here, which number is repeated? So here 20 is, for example, repeated 3 times. So mode will be 3. So the number which appear maximum time will be the mode. For example, see, 1 1 2 2 3 3 1, 5. In that data set, what is mode? So you can observe here that 1 appear here 1, 2, 3 times. So I can say the mode will be 1 because 1 appear 3 times, right? So mode is simply the number which appear maximum times. Now see here, note one thing. Mean and median cannot be more than one value because mean is exact value, it is single value because it is average, right? And median is also the middle value. So obviously the mean and the median will be the single value always. However, mode can be the multiple. For example, say if I write like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is the mode here? 1 appear 2 times and 2 also appear 2 times. So 1 and 2, there are 2 modes in this case, right? That means I can say that simply I can say mode can be more than 1, right? In that case you can note here, right? So 2 and 3 appear 2 times, so mode will be 2 and 3. Now see in detail. What do you mean by median? See, in case of in case of median is simply the middle value, right? So if in see, through example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? In that case the median will be 3, it is middle value, right? So 3 is a part of the series because see, in case of odd number in the data set of a data set given, to finding the median, right? So median will be the part of series. Now if there are even number of points, for example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what will be the median? So see, median will be 3 and 4. So between 3 and 4 you have to find. So 3.5 will be the median, right? So that median will not be the part of that data point in case of even number. This is just observation you can note here, right? Now see, what is the mean? Mean is nothing but the sum of all value upon total number of value. It is simply like average we are calculating. What do you mean by median? Is the middle value of the data point, right? Or provided that data should be arranged in proper order. It can be ascending or descending. Mode means simply the most common value or most repeated number. Now, what do you mean by range? See, also remember range means simply the highest number minus lowest number give you the range, right? Okay. Now, one thing you remember for example point of view, the relation between mean, mode and median. Mean, mode and median. See, mode is equal to 3 times of a median minus 2 times of mean. So that relation you have to remember for exam point of view. Again, I will mark a star because many times they are asking question based on it. They will directly give you mean and mode, find the median like that. Okay. So remember, mode is equal to 3 times of a median minus 2 times of mean. Now, one thing you again note here, if the distribution is normal, what is normal? Normal means there is very ideal distribution, very perfectly skewed, right? In that case, your mean is equal to median is equal to mode and it will lie here. It will lie here on that line, right? So mean is equal to median is equal to mode. All are equal in case of the normal distribution. Okay. Now see, further mean we can divide into the 3 types. It can be arithmetic mean, geometric mean and the harmonic mean. Now first we will see what do you mean by arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean means simply the plain mean, right? So we will do the summation of observation and divide with the number of observation. You will get the arithmetic mean. Very simple. For example, say find the arithmetic mean of 48397. Simply add all the value, right? What is the summation? Summation will be 41. How many numbers of value? These are the 5 value, right? So divided by 5. So addition and divided by the number of items, you will get the arithmetic mean, which is very much simple, right? Like your school example, right? In school we are finding the average, right? Now see, if the question is like that, marks obtained by the 10 students in the maths are 35, 30, 18, 15, 40, 30, 52, x, 47 and 10. If arithmetic they have given 30, find the value of x. Now it is again very simple, right? So what you have to do? Very simple. See, 35 plus 30 plus 18 plus 15 plus 40 plus 30 plus 52 plus x plus 47 plus 10. So total you have to do. You will get here around 277, right? So 277 plus x. This will be the total. So that 277 plus x, when you divide it with number of items, how many numbers of there are 10 students. So it is divided by 10. You will get the mean. Mean is 30. So simply solve. X will be 300 minus 277. You will get around 23, right? So 23 will be your arithmetic, your value of x. So very simple. That type of problem they can ask you. So remember, what is arithmetic mean? Simply summation divided by number of items, right? So if they have given the arithmetic mean and they are asking find the value of one variable from given data set, you can easily find it. Very simple, right? Okay. Now finding the arithmetic mean. See, find the arithmetic mean of the following data. What they have given? They have given the variable x and the frequency of that variable. What is frequency? Frequency means simply how many number of times that number is basically repeated. Frequency means repetition, right? So see what it means. F is 5 means what? 1 we have to take 5 times. 2 we have to take 6 times, 3 we have to take 5 times, 4 is repeated 10 times, 8 is repeated 2 times. Now what is the summation? What is arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean is nothing but the summation divided by the number of items. Where number of items will be not here, what will be number of items? Summation of all frequency here will be the number of items, right? So what will be the summation? See, 1 repeated 5 times plus 2 repeated 6 times plus 3 repeated 5 times plus 4 repeated 10 times plus 5 repeated 8 times plus 6 repeated 4 times plus 7 repeated 3 times plus 8 repeated 2 times. These are all sum divided by the total number of the items. So how many items are there? See, 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10 plus 8 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2, summation of all the frequency will give you the value of n, right? So simply here, simply mean is nothing but the summation, that is what the f into x upon n, right? So summation will be when you simply solve this, you will get 173. N will be the summation of all the number of all the frequency, right? Number of times this item is being repeated, that is the frequency. So when you add, you will get 43. So simply 173 by 43, 4.02 will be your mean. Very easy, right? So this type of problem they can ask you, because see, basic they will not ask you what is the arithmetic mean, simply doing the summation and divided with n. It is not, this is very school type, right? So they will ask you this type of problem. Okay, now what is arithmetic mean of the following data? Now see, they have given the data in the form of class interval, right? So 20 to 30 interval frequency is 5, means that data is repeated 5 times. 30 to 40, 12 times repeated, 10 times repeated, and this is 4 times repeated. So these are the frequency, means repetition of data. Now see the solution part. What is mean? Mean means simply summation, all the sum divided by number of items, right? So there they have given the interval. So how to find the mid value? See, 20 to 30, what is mid value? 25. 30 to 35, 30 to 40, 35. 40 to 50 will be 45. Here mid value will be 55. Here mid value will be 65. Here mid value will be 75, and here will be 85, right? Middle value. So that value we have to consider in case of the interval, right? So 25 into 5, 35, 12 into 35, 10 into 45, and so on. You have to calculate. You will get the total summations. Total summation you got here 3030. Right now, next is you have to find number of items. So it is 5 times, 12 times, 10 times, 14 times, 5 times, 8 times, and 4 times. So when we add, you will get the 58. So 3030 by 58, you will get 52.28. This is your arithmetic mean. Very easy, right? Okay, now next is the, what do you mean by combined arithmetic mean? We will learn through example. See, there are 200 members. So there are 200 members, right? Out of that 200, there are 100 are men, 80 are women, and 20 are children. Now average weight they have given. For men it is 60, for women it is 50, and for children it is 35 kg. Now find the average weight of combined group. This is like weighted average. Now see, 100 men per man it is 60, plus 80 women per woman it is 50, plus 20 children per children is 35, and divided it by the 200, right? Because total is 200, right? 100 plus 100 plus 80 plus 20, total are 200, right? So simply solve, you will get the answer, right? Simply solve, you will get here the 6000 plus here 4000 plus 7000, right? So divided by 200. So you will get the answer as the 53.5. You can use the simple calculator also, right? So when you solve, you will get the 53.5. This is the nothing but the combined average. So this type of problem they can ask you in the examination also, right? So no need to go by the formula. Simply apply your logic, you will get the mean. Okay. Next is what? Simply understanding the harmonic mean. Now we learn the geometry, the first mean, arithmetic mean we have learned. Now what do you mean by the harmonic mean? So harmonic mean mainly used when they have given some rate or the spatial average, right? So what is the harmonic mean? See, a type of average typically used for a set of number defined in relation with some other unit. For example, the speed. Speed is defined with the, what is speed? Speed is nothing but the distance upon time. So speed is defined always with respect to distance and time, right? Density. So these are the spatial ratio which are in relation to some unit. That's why we can say we have to use the harmonic mean in that cases, right? So what is formula for harmonic mean? Very simple. It is n upon the reciprocal of 1 plus x1 upon 1 plus x2 up to 1 plus xn, where n is nothing but total number of value and x is nothing but the point or variable in the data set, right? See, further we will solve the problem. At that time you will get idea. For example, say if I say one car is moving at a 40 km per hour and second is moving at a 60 km per hour, in that case find the average speed of both the car. How to find, right? In that case, speed means what? It is the ratio of two quantity, so we have to use the harmonic mean formula, right? So finding harmonic mean of a speed of 40 and 80, so x1 will be 40, x2 will be 60, so n will be 2 because two values are there, right? So first we need to find the reciprocal, so 1 by 40 and 1 by 60 you calculate, then simply add the reciprocal, you will get the sum. The sum should be divided by n, right? So formula is very simple, n upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 and so on, right? So you will get the simply harmonic mean. Remember that formula is important. Once you know the formula, you will get the idea. So when you put the value, you will get the harmonic mean 48. So one car is moving at a 40, another is moving at a 60, the average will be 48.5. Average speed of that car both will be 48.0. Okay. Now when we have to use, see, when the average of the rates is given or the ratio is given like a speed, time travel, work rate is what? Very simple, 2 rupees per hour. So rate is given, right? Two ratios are involved. At that time we have to use the harmonic mean. So one thing you again remember, it is always less than or equal to the geometric mean and arithmetic mean. Means what? Simply the harmonic mean is the least, right? So arithmetic mean is more than equal to geometric mean is more than equal to the harmonic mean. Means simply the harmonic mean is the least in among the three means, right? So it is always influenced by the small value in the data set. So this is just idea. Now see in detail, harmonic mean is defined as the reciprocal of the arithmetic mean of the reciprocal of the observation. So you know the formula. So it is the what? Simply arithmetic mean of reciprocal of the observation. So once you take the reciprocal here, right? So simply take the divided by n. See, for example, see, what do you mean by reciprocal? Arithmetic mean of reciprocal. Why is reciprocal? So 1 upon x plus 1 upon x2 plus 1 upon x3. This is what? This is the sum of reciprocal, right? Now if we take the mean of it, means simply what you have to do? Mean means simply we have to divide it by n because n number of value. Then for all this we have to take the reciprocal. So it will become n upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 plus 1 upon x3. Okay. So no need to worry. Just remember the formula. Only remembering the formula is most important. What is harmonic mean formula? It is n upon divided by 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 plus 1 upon x3 plus 1 upon xn. So see, arithmetic mean is mainly used when there are same units are there, when the data available in the same units. Harmonic mean is used when we are having the ratio of a two variable or having different measure, right? And harmonic mean mainly used in the when they have given some rates like wages per hour like that, or the ratio they have given like speed, right? Speed is the ratio of distance and time, right? Now see, through problem you will get the idea. Find the harmonic mean of a 2, 5, 7 and 9, right? So we are having the formula. Simply put the value. First thing, what you have to calculate? See, first you simply put the value. How many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 numbers are there. So n will be 4. So simply it will be 4 upon, it will be 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 7 plus it will be 1 upon 9. Simply solve using simple calculator. You can easily solve, right? So simply find this first, right? Then add all and divide it by 4. You will divide it to the 4, you will get the answer, right? So see the solution part again, very simple. These are the given value. Find first a reciprocal, 1 by 2, 1 by 5, 1 by 7 and 1 by 9. Simply adding it, you will get 0.95. Harmonic mean is nothing but the n upon sum of reciprocal. So simply divide it by divide it to the 4, you will get the 4.21. Right? Very simple. Simply putting the value in the formula, you will get the answer. Okay. Now, sometimes they can ask you, find the harmonic mean of the following data, like that. They have given the data in the form of x and they have given the frequency. So in that case, what and how you can apply the formula? Remember, what is the base formula we are having? We are having the base formula as n upon 1 upon x1 plus 1 upon x2 up to 1 upon xn. These are the base formula. Now, if they have given in the form of frequency and variable separately, right? In that case, how to solve? See, in that case, simply instead of 1, what you have to do? Simply you have to find you have to write here the frequency. You have to write the frequency, for example. So here, what will be the n is what? Simply again, n is number of items. So 5 plus 6 plus 5 plus 10, it will be 26. So n will be 26. 1 upon, instead of 1 you have to write here n, right? So what is the frequency of 5? The frequency is 5 for item 1, right? So it will be 5 upon 1 plus. For second, what is the frequency? Frequency is 6, so it will be 6 upon 2 plus. For the third, it will be, what is frequency? Again 5 upon 3. For this frequency is 10, so it will be 10 upon 4. So when you solve using simple calculator, you will get 2.137, right? So in that way you can solve if they are asking or giving the number in the form of a frequency. If they have given the frequency of corresponding each variable, you can apply this formula. So instead of writing here 1, what you can write, if they are asking in the form of frequency, you simply write here the frequency, right? Corresponding frequency. Okay. Now what do you mean by the geometric mean? So geometric mean basically used, it is again the type of average, right, which measure the central tendency by taking root of the product of the value, right? Very simple. If there are values are like x1, x2, x3, simply take the nth root of n value. For example, if the values are like 5 values are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Simply do the multiply it and take 1/5 of root. So if the values are 5, take 1/5 of root, right? So what are the key characteristics? Very simple. It is mainly used for a compounding purpose. If the data is in compounding nature, you have to use the geometric mean. Very important. When you find the word like a compounding, apply the GM. See, GM versus arithmetic mean. So always note, GM is always less than equal to AM. So one thing only you remember, arithmetic mean is always more than equal to the GM is more than equal to the HM, right? So positive value only we have to take when we talk about the GM. Okay. Now see, where it is used in finances and stock indices, it is used, right, for the calculation of the indexes. Now in portfolio, what is your annual growth? To calculate that, you have to use the geometric mean. Apart from that, to find the CAGR, compounded annual growth. Then in biological study also, because in cell division and bacterial growth is very high, they are continuously multiplying. In that case, you have to use the geometric mean. Okay. Now see, through example you will get idea. What is the geometric mean of the number set 2 and 8? See, there are how many numbers are there? N is equal to 2. So simply find the product 2 into 8 and find nth root. N is 2. So 1 upon 2 means what? 1 by 2 means square root you have to find. So square root of 16 will be 4, right? So this is the formula, right? Now if I am asking you, find the geometric mean of 4, 8, 3, 9 and 17. How to find? Simply first you have to do the multiply. Geometric means simply you have to multiply. Find the multiplication. Multiplication is 1, 4, 6, 8, 8. Now how many number of values are there? Number of values are 5. So 1 by 5th root you have to find, right? So see, number of values, that 1 upon nth root you have to find, right? See, nth root you have to find, right? Nth root means 1 by n. Okay, n is equal to 5. So 1 by 5th root you have to find. 1 by 5 means what? 0.2th root you have to find. 0.2nd root you have to find. So how to find that 0.2th root, right? So see, very simple. 14688 to the power 1 by 5 you have to calculate. So how to find? So it is very much difficult to find, I know, right? So how to find? See, this is only possible in a scientific calculator. Simple calculator, it is not possible. In examination, scientific calculators are not allowed. So what you have to do in the examination, you have to apply your own logic. How can you find? So we have one relation. First, when they are asking find the GM or geometric mean, first you need to find the arithmetic mean. What is arithmetic mean? Simply add it and divide it by the total number of values. So you will get AM. Very simple. Now how to find harmonic mean? Also we have learned. Simply find the reciprocal of each value, right? Simply add it, right? Then divide it by the n, right? So n upon sum of reciprocal, you will get the HM. So once you get the arithmetic mean, once you get the harmonic mean, you can find the geometric mean using the formula. What is geometric mean? So geometric mean is nothing but the under root of arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. Or we can say geometric mean square is nothing but the arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. So simply find GM is the square root of say arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. Simply multiply arithmetic mean and the harmonic mean and find the square root. You will get 6.8, which is equal to your previous answer, right? So always remember, if you are not able to find the nth root, right, calculate the arithmetic mean, calculate the harmonic mean and take the square root of that, you will get the geometric mean, right? So remember that for exam point of view it is important, right? Now we will compare what is arithmetic, geometric and the harmonic mean. What is arithmetic mean? Simply it is useful when the data is in same units, right? See, it is simply the summation divided by number of items. Geometric mean is useful when we are having the value in different units or different scales, right? For example, say the indices growth rate. For example, say the growth rate of SBI is of 10%, and if SBI is having base of say 1000, so 1000 of 10% means 100. Now see, if I say growth rate of they say the Bank of Baroda is again 10%, but the base of Bank of Baroda is only 500, so growth of 10% will be only 50. That means if the scales are different, if the see percentage is same but scale is different, here is 100 for the SBI and 50 for the Bank of Baroda. That means in that case we have to use the geometric mean. The harmonic mean is used mainly when there are two, there is ratio of 2. For example, like a speed is ratio of distance and time, density, or even they have given the rate like amount of money given for working per hour. So these are the, when that time you have to use the harmonic mean. So relation you note here, arithmetic mean is always more than equal to geometric mean, more than equal to harmonic mean, and AM into HM is nothing but the GM square. Remember that. Now see, through problem you will get idea. They can ask you this type of problem also. Harmonic mean of a two number A and B, if their arithmetic mean is 16 and geometric mean is 8. What they have given? See, AM arithmetic mean they have given 16 and geometric mean they have given 18. So we have to find the harmonic mean. So we are having this formula. Simply put the value. Arithmetic mean is 16, harmonic we have to find is equal to GM square, means 8 square. So harmonic will be 64 upon 16, so it will be 4, right? So it is 4. So in that way you have to apply the formula. Very simple. At least you should remember the formula. What is formula? Arithmetic mean to harmonic mean is equal to GM square, geometric mean square. Remember, okay? So that type of problem they can ask you. Always remember, arithmetic mean we will use when we are having the variable into the same unit. Geometric mean we will use when we are having the variable into different unit or the different scales, right? And the harmonic mean we will use when we are having the ratio of it or we are having two variable with different measure, that is we can say in the rates. Arithmetic mean is always more than equal to harmonic mean, more than equal to geometric mean, and the formula AM into HM is equal to GM square, right? And that problem we already learned here, right? Very simple. This remember this formula. So here we will stop. You can download the application. Banker Zone CAIIB is the name of application. You can search Banker Zone CAIIB at the Play Store, right? If you are having any doubt, you can contact us on WhatsApp 9054538247. This is our helpline number. Thank you.